Good evening, everyone. This is going to be a fast but a good swipe. It's going to be very, very colourful. It's a present for someone dear in our family, and their birthday's coming up, and they love bright and sparkly. So I'm using lots of bright colours. My swiping colour is a homemade kind of rose gold that I made out of copper and silver. Everything, as I said, is pre-made, and I'm using some of my things I keep for special occasions, like my glamour dust, which has ultra fine glitter that sparkles on through, as well as iridescent medium to make this as glitzy and gorgeous as possible. I've covered the back up the top here because I'm not going to swipe all the way to the end in my global metallic silver, which is very iridescent and quite light. And my plan is just to do some line swipes up here, and then once it's dried, I'll be transforming it somehow into a magical garden. Don't really know how that part of it's going to work because we don't know how the swipe is at this point. But without further ado, this is going to be quite simple. I'm just going to simply pour my colours in a thin line upward. And that will do of that. That was, oh, I can't remember what colour it was, and it isn't near me, so I'm not going to look for it. And near that I'll want some lovely contrast of this gorgeous global turquoise. Followed by some magenta. I used coconut milk serum as the silicone, just a couple of drops. Oh, I'm not wearing the best top, am I? To support my swiping. It's one of those tops that have got the dangly sleeves. In fact, it's quite a nightmare of a top to be wearing while you're pouring. I'm going to put more of the green down here and hope that I can capture the garden bed by not bringing it too far up, though who am I thinking that I'm going to really have some ability to control this outcome. Put that over there. I'm going to move these so that I can tilt these a little bit. Oh, the paints are quite nice and thick, as you can see. Don't know if you can see any of that shimmer. I've lost one of my support cups. There we go, that's better. Beautiful raspberry that's got shimmer in it can just go there. I might even put a little bit of that through the existing pink to really help that pop. And I'm going to add some, where are you? Phthalo purple, because that will really help contrast all of the other colours, just simply based on it being such a strong, gorgeous colour. Alright, I'm having a little bit of a think. Knowing that the more I pour, the more confident I am with doing touch-ups after my pour. And I'm talking about like when it's dry. I used to hate touching things up. I was frightened of my canvas. I also had a false belief that once I'd done my pour, that was all I was allowed to do. Like, I don't even know where I developed that belief, and it's a really old belief, but one I had to challenge. And I'm there. I am there. This is a beautiful green. This is mintish. And not too fussed if I'm dragging any of the colours across, because I am looking for a really, really colourful, vibrant pour. Though I might not get exactly what I'm envisioning, is that a word? Because I'm using not a really dark colour for the swipe. So saying that out loud, I might just add a little bit more of the purple to help it contrast down here, so it can pull up through the colours. There's enough paint for all of this to sort of smudge and mushy whooshy together. Today my swiping tool is, oh, they've fallen all over the place, is really light packing foam. You know, this stuff. I've got my copper ready to go, and I'm going to now pour that across the bottom. Well, it's not really copper, is it? Because I've mixed it with silver. Geez, it's beautiful and shimmery. And off we go without further ado. I'm just going to let that drip down there. Oh, I've got to stop mucking around and get onto it. Ready? Letting that grip. I do touch mine because this is not a light, I mean, it is a light fabric, or should I say it's a light swiping tool. It needs a little bit of help just to get it scrap. What did you reckon? I'm going to bring that to my side here to cover my canvas, but I can see that I'm going to have to be a little bit more concerted in my effort because I haven't got the canvas quite covered there. But boy, jingo wingo, that's an Australian homemade term that I just made up then. It's looking gorgeous. Okay, that one's going to be Jazzy, my dog's right under my feet. How frustrating for me. Okay, so now that I've seen that that hasn't quite come up, I'm going to get a little bit more of my paints and make sure that I've got my paints all the way up. Oh, look at this. I've got blue, which I forgot I had, and I had it on purpose to pull up as the last colour to try and recreate the sky. So wasn't that cool that it was the colour I've got left and the colour I forgot? And I'll do a little mini swipe there and just see how I go. I'm loving how it's looking. The lacing's gorgeous. Everything's gorgeous. It's going to look stunning when it dries because the colours will only get more vibrant. These look a little bit duller just simply because of the Floetrol. I'm going to be a bit extra generous with that to let that come down onto my side there. Of course I can touch that up as we go. Alright, this time I'm coming here, letting my swiping tool really get a bit of grip, and now slow and controlled, pulling that up, 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 watching these cells emerge and pop on through, being so delightful in their behaviour. Ta-da. Nothing but glorious paint. I'm now sounding like we're doing a meditation. Did you know that I do meditation courses and healings? It's funny because the more people I meet in the pouring industry, the more people I recognise who sort of cross over into many parts of their lives, and energy healing seems to be quite present. Oh. Bring that around to this side of the canvas now to let those gorgeous colours kiss the canvas. And you will see that I will take you off the tripod thing and take you around once our swiping aspect is complete. Not so happy with that, so I might have to pull that down or pull that up, or but I've got to do another swipe there anyway. Remember, I've got that paint there. What am I thinking about this? I do think I need paint to pull on up. Let's pop a little bit of this gorgeous raspberry there. What else have I got a little bit left of? That's the red. Does look nice. Okay, here we go. Coming for the corner part now. I feel like I've lost a bit of my swiping paint. Oh, there's heaps there. What am I on about? Oh, don't you get nervous at your last bits, you know? And I always get nervous when I'm doing a video. And do you know the funniest thing that I realise? That if it doesn't work or is just too ridiculous for a video, I don't actually have to post it. But for some reason, maybe it's because I do live Facebook demos, that I always feel like it's live. Oh, that was gorgeous. Really gorgeous. Get some of that colour just on the sides. I like my sides of my canvases to be overloaded. I even glitter them up and put jewels and bedazzle. Yes, I'm a bedazzler. Okay. So I need to re-swipe here, as you can see, because I didn't get the blue. And I think I'm going to add a bit more and just re-swipe the whole lot. It's really, really gorgeous. These parts up here, I'm not sure what I'll do, but I'll certainly add to those in a post-embellishment kind of way. Maybe do little fairy faces or something. Okay. Up you come, paint. Oh, look, I didn't let this one grab as well. And subsequently... slow down, Maggie. It's okay. That's it. Up you go. Good job. Do you talk to yourself? Do you talk to yourself while you're pouring? Do you talk to yourself while you're not pouring? Well, that is a pretty cool swipe. And we haven't torched. And we will torch because we want to make sure we have any air bubbles out. And I'm just thinking if I want to swipe some of this down to reveal more, but no, I don't, because I don't. Let's see how we go with the torch. We're doing this to reveal to get rid of air bubbles firstly, and we'll just see if anything else wants to pop on up. Moving our torch in a nice, fast, circular, methodical way. The lacing is gorgeous. The cells are beautiful. The layers of colours that are emerging are delightful. And this is going to absolutely be a gorgeous, gorgeous piece, a magical piece for a beautiful woman's birthday. I will resin coat it and it will look stunning just simply because it's already so glitzy and glossy, and I can envisage how it will be when it's dry. All right, let's get you off. Close your eyes. Come and press stop or pause, or no, not pause, stop. Look at those sides, they're very interesting. I will pull my tool across so that the drips stop. Not that there's too much excess paint there to pull down, which is always a good thing, but just showing you those sides, you know, how I like to have them absolutely saturated and covered. But let's go in for some of that detail. Can you see the beautiful shimmer in there? I've got a fair bit of shadowing, but nonetheless, I know you can really see what's going on here. It's beautiful, yes it is. That very, very light color there will dry to be that type of green there. It's funny that these colors, you know, they really show their depth upon drying. But look at that. Don't you think it's gorgeous? Because I really do. And I'm really, really proud of this very simplistic yet gorgeous piece. I'm going to tilt it down that way a bit, but that's pretty much all I'll be showing you at this point. So I hope that this inspires you to get on with your swiping. Swiping is my favourite method. I just am always delighted with the outcome every single time. What's your favourite method? Are you just sitting back and enjoying watching a lot of painting and pouring and not getting into it? Please get into it. You won't regret it. It's just gorgeous. It's so much fun. All right, have a lovely evening.